All right, Cancer. Here's the energy coming through. So, the Eight of Cups is all about moving on emotionally before you are physically. So, you've started something here, and it's no longer like fulfilling you. So, it's like you're okay. You're like, that's okay. But I'm going to take a different path now. And in the past, wow. So in the past, the Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. This is hospitality. This is sharing all the good things that you have in your life with others and indulgence and enjoying what you have in your life. But, it's like with this being the signifier, it's like you had this, but now you're moving away from it. But emotionally, you're okay with that. It's like something about it wasn't serving you, so you're deciding to take a different path. And in the present, judgment. Wow. So judgment is all about hearing the call, rising to the call, and reviewing your past with joy rather than regret. And underneath the Nine of Cups, it's like you're okay. Like you're okay with what you had in the past, and it was beautiful. But here it's like emotionally you need to move away from it and then go ahead and start another journey. And I'm wondering why, because this is such a beautiful card. And in the future, so the Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving, being open to give and to receive. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean monetary wealth. This could be, a shoulder to cry on, some advice. But it's like, I feel like maybe here there wasn't enough giving and receiving. And it's like you're starting to realize that here, that you need to be open to giving and receiving. And these two together, it's like you're okay. Emotionally, you're showing that you're okay. But again, it's like you're ready to take a different path. The best path to follow, very nice. Very nice. So the Three of Cups is like a group of people and they're celebrating. And again, emotionally, you are showing that you are in fantastic shape. It's like, I wonder if maybe in the past you thought that you had your wishes fulfilled, but with the Eight of Cups, you're realizing that, you built this and it's not quite right. But, emotionally, you're realizing that there is something more to do. There's more to experience. There's more to have in life. So you're like, okay, that's okay, right? I mean, clearly it's okay. And here you're remembering to give and to receive. And here this is wonderful. This is all about celebrating, getting together with those that you love and celebrating the new journey here. The influences around you. Beautiful. So the Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in some hard work, but it is about seeing the results of the work that you're putting through. And next to the Six of Pentacles, that's beautiful because you're doing some hard work, but you're giving. It's like, I feel like some of you are realizing that you need to be a little bit more giving, especially to those in your life that you love and who are there for you, the people that you celebrate with. So this is really good. Your hopes and your fears. Now that makes sense. And it always makes sense for Cancer to me. Don't fear it. Don't fear that on this new journey that you're taking where you're emotionally okay and you're moving on. Don't fear any heartbreak. Don't do that, because all the cups that you have here are not bad. And even the Pentacles are suggesting that things in your life are okay. So don't do this. Don't. To me, this is, in this position, this is showing mental nonsense. Don't do that to yourself. There's no reason, especially in this reading, to fear any kind of heartbreak or betrayal, because it's not here. So don't do that to yourself. And your outcome, needing to take a break. So, here it makes sense, especially with the Eight of Cups, where you feel like maybe it's time to take a rest, especially if you are in this mental process right now. You know, you need to not do that. And if you need to take a break, do it. Because here again, this is about emotionally moving on before actually physically moving on, but you are moving on to build something different in your life. Judgment and the Nine of Cups is saying that you're okay. It's okay. Here you're more open to giving and receiving to those around you that love you and support you. And here you're celebrating all of this. And here again, you're celebrating seeing the results of the hard work that you're putting in. But don't do this to yourself. And, you know, don't stay too long in this rest either, because there's an opportunity here for you to do something more. I like seeing these readings for Cancer where emotionally you guys are okay. It's important. And again, Judgment is showing that you are okay. And don't do this to yourself. There's no reason to ever fear that this should ever happen to you. There's nothing here suggesting that it will. And if you feel like you need to take a break, go ahead and do it. Because remember, you have beautiful people in your life that love you and want to celebrate with you. So, the Tower. This is all about having your limiting beliefs come crashing down. You have built on a false foundation. People and situations that you thought were there for you are no longer going to be. And the beauty in this card is that even though you have built on a false foundation, it is leaving room for you to build something better than what you had before. And in the past, so the Queen of Cups, this could be a water sign. This is somebody who is very emotionally intuitive and sometimes almost to a fault. The Queen of Cups is like, she's almost too empathetic. And then, you know, on the reverse side, she can be like, you know, overly emotionally dramatic or emotionally manipulative. But, you know, this could also represent your own energy, being emotionally intuitive. Or this could be somebody that's in your life. And in the present, so my goodness, the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about the wheel of fate turning in your favor. So all the bad is going down, the good is going up. Anubis is suggesting rebirth. This is all about taking the journey anew and second chances and fate being on your side. And the 10 being the end of the journey, here you're starting again. And, you know, I feel like maybe with, you know, the Wheel of Fortune underneath this Queen, that maybe this is somebody from the past that's coming through, and it's like, you know, there's a new journey involved with this other water sign. And it's like, you know, you realize that maybe what you had before wasn't quite right. And it's like you're building something new. Future conditions. So the Ten of Wands is all about carrying a burden. Now, usually when you see this in the beginning of the reading, it means that, you know, it's too much. There's too much going on. The reading can't be done. It needs to be done at a different time. But because this is in future position, this is showing that with all of this powerful stuff going on here, it might be almost too overwhelming. And you need to be careful here because, you know, the wands are like blocking you. And you don't want to do that, not with the Wheel of Fortune right here. And I don't know, I'm not really seeing this Queen as a bad thing. I'm seeing this more as, this is somebody that, you know, I feel like is taking this new journey with you while you're rebuilding something new. But here you need to be careful. Don't overwhelm yourself. The best path to follow. So the Knight of Swords as the best path to follow is, I see him in a positive light. So the Knight of Swords is, he's charging forward and he has a message, and it's a pure message, but he may be delivering it too harshly, you know, and of course there's negative sides to him as well. But as the best path to follow, this is telling you to be courageous and be active. This is needing to charge forward regardless of what obstacles are in your path. And I'm not... You know, the only obstacle that I'm seeing right now is that Ten of Wands. It's like, you know, you're blocking yourself and you're just overwhelmed and overburdened. And if you allow that to take hold, it could stop you from the journey here. And the best path to follow, the Knight of Swords is telling you, no, you stay active and push through the things that may be in your path. Be courageous and go forward. The influences around you. Yeah, see? I knew that that Queen was a good thing. So the Ace of Cups, this is all about messages and opportunities coming through regarding creativity, but more importantly, this is about love and emotional fulfillment, right? And there it is. And I feel like some of you may have another water sign in your life, and you're taking a new journey with this person. And here there's like this beginning of emotional fulfillment, you know? And the Tower, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's signaling that, you know, in your past that you've built on a false foundation, but here clearly you're building already something new, and you definitely have somebody in your life, and it's good. It's emotionally fulfilling, you know? And again, the Knight of Swords is telling you, don't be overwhelmed. Charge forward, because what you have in your environment and what's going on here is beautiful. Your hopes and your fears. Nice, nice. Oh, wow. The Emperor. The Emperor is the card of Aries. This is all about order, power, and structure. This is about getting your house in order. So when you start the journey in tarot from the Fool and you work your way into the Empress and you see everything manifested, the Emperor comes in and he brings order and structure to everything. And to me, this is saying, especially next to the Tower, that, you know, regardless of what you had built in the past being shitty, you're using the power of the Emperor to get everything back in order. This is a really nice reading. I really feel like you guys are taking control of your situation. I feel like you have another water sign involved, and there's this opportunity here and this opening up of emotional fulfillment and possibly love. And you're courageous and you're charging forward. So this is just nonsense. You know, be careful here and don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed, because that Knight is saying, no. And the Emperor is backing that up. You're getting your house in order and you're rebuilding something so much better. And your outcome, nice. Very, very nice. So the Knight of Pentacles. To me, you know, the Knights as well as the Pages are about messages coming through. And the Knight of Pentacles, he's like looking and seeing what it is that he can do to create more in his life. This is about, you know, financial opportunities. It's good. I think it's fantastic. It's like, I feel like this reading is centered around you and another person. It could be another water sign. You're rebuilding something better in your life. You're definitely starting something new where there's these second chances. And here you're getting your house in order. There's emotional fulfillment in your environment and you're charging forward. And it's like, I feel like maybe this is just a little bit of a warning that, you know, with all of this going on, just be careful not to get overwhelmed, because with that Knight of Pentacles, it's like you're going to create security in your life. Regardless of the junk from before, you are so on such a beautiful track to create something so much better. I really love this. This is really beautiful. So I really do think that some of you may have another person in your life that could be another water sign, and it is an emotionally fulfilling relationship. And I feel like the two of you are taking a new journey together where you are rebuilding something so much better than what you had in the past. And you're getting your house in order. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying that good news is coming to you and you are putting in the work that you need to create security in your life.